Hi, Paul Slakis, Good News Broadcast, speaking to Sandy Ingber. Hi, Sandy. How are you?
Hi, Paul. How are you? Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. I always love to talk to Sandy. I always love going over to Oyster Bar, and Sandy is the gentleman behind such a wonderful, he's the executive chef at the Grand Central Oyster Bar. That's in New York in Grand Central. Hello, Sandy. How are you?
I'm good, Paul. Thank you.
Great. Tell us about, it's the holiday season, holiday recipes. A lot of people are a little bit stressed as a result of everything going on all at once. And are there some good meals that could be considered to be made?
Absolutely. Raw bars. lots of seafood. Everybody loves shellfish, and it's a perfect way to impress your guests. Have a nice raw bar with lobsters and shrimp and crab and oysters and clams, of course.
Okay. Now, I know Sandy for a bunch of years, and we're very proud and honored to have made a bunch of shows up there at the Oyster Bar. In fact, one of our videos of one of your events, which they have great ones, is on your website, Oyster Bar. And I know that Sandy is meticulous when it comes to fish. Now, I meaning that he gets up what time do you get up, Sandy?
I get up about 3 every morning.
Okay. And you get up at 3 because of why?
I want to be one of the first people at Fulton Fish Market so I can get the hand-picked, best quality fish available.
Okay, and what does that mean? Okay, so you just mentioned some different kinds of seafood. How does somebody know if they have good oysters? How does somebody know if they have a good lobster?
Well, the trick is to buy oysters from a fish market that you know that has certified, oysters from certified waters. Okay?
Okay.
And the way to do this is to ask them for the shellfish tags. The New York State, by law, requires them to keep the shellfish tags until the box is empty. And they're not allowed to sell oysters that do not come from certified waters. So you, as a consumer, can do that. If you have full trust in your fish market, then obviously you don't have to ask all the time, but try to make sure that the oysters you're buying come from certified waters. That's the first thing. The second thing is the appearance of the oysters. They should be completely closed, not gapped, and should not have an off smell. Then, when you take them home, if you're not going to use them right away, put them in the refrigerator. Put a cold, wet towel on top of it, or you could take paper towels and wet them and squeeze out the water and just to cover them until you're ready to use them. That keeps them a little bit moist. Do not let them soak in cold water, because what happens is they open up, and because remember, oysters and clams are live animals. They do breathe.
Okay.
And they must be alive when you open them. If they're dead, then you could get sick. So you don't. That's why these shells should be closed. This way you know that they're alive. Then when you open them, both clams and oysters, they should have plenty of liquid, and they should not have an off smell.
Okay, this is a very, very important advice here, because your health also is of concern. So let's talk about the beautiful, wonderful 1913 created Oyster Bar, a Grand Central Oyster Bar and Restaurant, okay? Celebrating your 96th birthday this year, and beautiful. Yeah, I love the whole place. You know that. So yeah, the restaurant has a menu the size of a diner-sized menu, except there's a ton of seafood on it. Tell us some of the specials and different kinds of things you've created over some of these years.
Well, some of the stuff that we're really famous for is our stews and pan roasts. They've been here since 1913. The little individual oyster stew and oyster pan roast. Of course, we have one of the largest raw bars in the country. We have between 25 and 30 different kinds of oysters every day. We have 25 to 30 different kinds of fresh fish every day. We like to consider ourselves the freshest seafood restaurant in New York. Maybe not the fanciest, but definitely the freshest.
Well, one thing that they also they're a sustainable fish serving restaurant. Very careful, very cautious, very concerned about our planet Earth and about the waters. Isn't that so,
we are.
Sandy?
Yes, we are.
You really go out of your way in that regard.
Thank you.
I know that. So now, in addition to the beautiful restaurant side, then you have the counter space as well, right?
Yes, we do, and we sell basically the whole menu. At our counters, people can come in and sit down and dine, or they can come in and eat in a New York Minute, like we like to say. They invented the New York Minute for this restaurant. But we offer sandwiches, soup and salads, or the whole 9 yards.
If you want to have the clam chowder of all clam chowders, that's the way you go. It's delicious. Now, in the back, you also have a bar and a restaurant back there that you can serve food there as well?
We do. It's called the Saloon. It's a small bar and grill, and but it also serves the full menu. We don't serve sandwiches in the saloon or in the dining room, but we serve everything else.
Aha. Okay. Still having some entertainment there in the evenings?
No.
Not right now?
No,
okay.
No, we don't do entertainment.
Oh, okay. All righty. Very good. A lot of good things going on. Anything else we want to share right now? When is the Oyster Festival?
The Oyster Festival, it's going to be usually the first week in October. We have not set the date for that yet. But as far as on Christmas Eve, we are offering the Feast of the Seven Fishes.
Oh, okay.
And it's a beautiful menu. We're offering it a la carte, so it's only because of the way we serve here, it's very difficult for us to offer tasting menus. But we have a special pasta fagioli with a seared scallop as a special soup, Italian seafood salad, a pasta dish, a fried lemon sole dish, sardines, bacala, or salt cod, Amalfi style, which is a lightly spicy tomato sauce. So we have this beautiful Italian style Feast of the Seven Fishes for that day. Everything ordered a la carte.
You also have a takeout and a order by phone or order by the internet and so on and so forth, right, Sandy?
I don't believe we have order by the internet. We have a beautiful website that you can peruse on it, and you check our daily menu out. There's no ordering on that.
Oh,
but we do have. Actually, you could order a cheesecake for delivery that way. But we do have a takeout. It's right in the Grand Central Station, on the ramp. And plus, we have one of the most beautiful wine menus in New York. Over 300 wines, about 70 wines by the glass, that are paired perfectly for the holidays.
Okay, it's all good, and right outside the Oyster Bar physically is one of the a place where a lot of people go, because you can stand on one side of the area and say hello and hear somebody on the other side.
Yes, that's called the Whispering Wall, one of the secrets of Grand Central.
And I'll tell you one thing, the Oyster Bar is not one of the secrets. It's beautiful. The Grand Central Oyster Bar, and Sandy and such a friendly staff, and it's wonderful. I can't praise you any more highly. I love the place. So, Sandy, have a happy and healthy New Year to everyone there, and it's always a pleasure to get to speak with you.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.